Hi everyone, and welcome back to Earl Grey. We are in for a treat today. We have a very special guest joining us on the show. Now, you may know him for his viral series Unknown Melbourne, where he shares all of these secrets and facts about Melbourne that you may not know. But here to tell us all about Melbourne is the one and only Julian O'Shea. Welcome.
Wonderful to be here.
So I want to start off by talking about Unknown Melbourne. So this is so you always start the series with like asking a question about, sometimes it's something that seems really random and then you explain it in a way that it's like Sherlock Holmes basically uncovering you know solving a mystery. So how did this whole series come about?
Yeah, so for those who haven't seen it, I make videos about design and cities and interesting things we see around us. For me, it really was very much a lockdown project that got a bit out of hand many years later. So essentially, yeah, my work before that was running study tours overseas. Couldn't travel, but still wanted to educate, to share my backgrounds in design and engineering. So I thought, let's tell stories closer to home and let's use the medium of video. So now, yeah, the videos can be found in all kinds of social places.
Yeah, again, it's a really interesting series, and me and my friends are always hanging out for your next upload. And I want to say, is there like a favorite Unknown Melbourne episode that you've done?
Was actually one of my early ones that did well. There's a bridge in Melbourne that keeps getting hit by trucks. It's called the Montague Street Bridge. So I wanted to understand why that is. Like, why does it still happen like many, many, many years later? So I went down to the bridge to try to, record it and shoot some footage. And while I was there, a truck hit the bridge. So just an amazing moment for a documentary, quite funny. No one got hurt, but yeah, I think that's a special place in my heart.
That's honestly, I can just imagine like the universe must have been looking out for you and just said, "Yep, okay, we're gonna make sure this happens right when he's there."
That or just trucks hit it more regularly than we think. So maybe anyone can head down there, pull up a picnic rug, and just watch the trucks come in.
Well, I do hope that there are some improvements made in that area or trucks start to avoid it. But yeah, ultimately, again, all of your videos are absolutely amazing. So, and this is actually what inspired you to write a comedy show. So it's called M is for Melbourne, the world's mostly livable city. And I wanted to ask, like, how did you take it from something that's very much like informative into something that has become entertainment and comedy?
Yeah, so while my series has been very factual based, I really do like those quirky parts of Melbourne, the surprising parts, and the distance between something weird and strange, whether that's a bicycle lane on Collins Street, which is about 1.5 bananas wide. Some of these things are silly and weird and strange. So the distance between that and comedy is not that far. But the other reason is that I just really love comedy festival. I think it's a wonderful part of year in Melbourne. I've always admired people that do it. And my day job is as a lecturer. So the distance between talking to people and talking to people with jokes didn't feel that hard. So yeah, I brought it together in this alphabetical comedy show.
Ah, alphabetical. So yeah, so basically, so M is for Melbourne. Does your alphabet ends with the M, or like is that like the
So it's an A
climax?
to Z of the city. So for each letter, I choose something quirky and strange. A bit of a spoiler, but M is for Montague Street Bridge. And I run through 26 interesting stories of Melbourne and yeah, kind of explore the city through that lens. So it's quite a fast-paced show because trying to squeeze 26 different bits into an hour is quite tight. So it makes it a really fun, upbeat, yeah, show.
Yeah, well, it did really, really well at the Melbourne International Comedy Festival, selling out all of the slots. And
It did.
now you're back for an encore season at a very interesting venue, the Butterfly Club.
Yeah,
So,
so
Yeah, so you recently did a video where you took us all on a tour of the venue and it looks fantastic. But why did you choose the Butterfly Club?
So look, it really is a iconic Melbourne institution. So for those who hasn't been, it's a very quirky theatre space. There's two different theatres. The walls are covered in all of this kitsch and strangeness and bizarre things, from toys to games to weird posters. And I really love the venue, and I've seen a lot of great independent art there. So it felt like a natural home. And we collaborated with them for the comedy festival at one of their pop-up venues. So I just felt the right place to be telling a Melbourne story in a quirky Melbourne venue.
Yeah, and this is a venue that also captures the heart of, again, all of the quirkiness that makes Melbourne what it is. So honestly, it is such a great place to be going through the A to Z of Melbourne. And where can we go to find out more about your show?
Sure. So look, my name is Julian O'Shea. If you follow my socials, you'll get to see the links there. Or the Butterfly Club website has tickets. It's on at the end of May, 27th of May to the 1st of June.
So make sure you get tickets, folks. And thank you so much for joining us on Earl Grey today.
Real pleasure. Great to chat.